Hey, what's going on, guys? Jebbe here, and today we're back with another video. Today's video was recommended or requested to me by She-Wolf. She told me, can you react to a story booth video? She never specified which one, so I thought I could pick one that I found most interesting and the one that maybe I could relate to. So I chose, I got caught vaping at school and grounded. Now, I never vaped in school, but everyone else did. For me, I honestly never saw the point in it. Like, are you really gonna risk getting suspended for just taking a quick hit from a Juul or a vape? It just felt a little ridiculous that you just couldn't hold it in or just wait till the end of school to do it. But I could kind of see why, because school makes you feel stressed out as hell. I mean, I know I was. But I never resorted to anything to help me calm down. I just dealt with the insanity, and to be honest, it didn't help. But I know that now. If I had to change anything, I still wouldn't vape at all. It's just, I don't see the point in it. There were so many kids in school that had a vape. I remember in one of my classes where it had about 18 to 20 students, about five or four of them did not have vapes. The rest of the class did, and sometimes they end up smoking in class when the teacher wasn't looking, or when we're working outside, they'd be taking some hits and just make it go back to work, I never saw the point in it. Some have offered me, hey, you want a hit? I'm like, nah, not really. And they're like, all right, cool. And yeah, so I wasn't really peer pressured into doing it either. They just kind of respected my wishes and all right, yeah, cool, man. More for me. So without any further ado, let's get watching. In 3, 2, 1, let's react.
It was a couple days before the last day of school, so everyone was pumped because it was almost summer break. My friend,
Right.
he asked me, he's like, can you bring your vape to school? And I obviously said yes because he was one of my best friends. Since the vape wasn't mine, I had to grab it from my brother's room. So in the morning, I snitched the vape and put it in my backpack. I took it and I went in the car nothing going on here. And
Nothing
I
strange.
dropped off, and then I
Just
go up to the
normal
front
day
gate,
here.
and my friend's already waiting there for me. So then we went into the school and tried finding a place for the vape. The hallways were crowded with supervisors.
Yeah, no.
And the bathroom was the only way. So me and my friend went into the bathroom while my guy friend and his friend stayed outside.
Smart.
And we started vaping. And one of my friends came in and says, what are you guys doing? And I blew the smoke right in her face. And then after that, we left and went into class. Little did I know, the girl that saw me vaping actually went to go snitch on me. So she went up to the office and reported me. So then I was in class.
Okay,
and
not cool.
A supervisor comes in the class and goes up to my teacher and talks to her. And then the teacher says, where are you, Roxy? And then I raised my hand, and the supervisor came up to my desk, and she was like, where are your things? And I told her, these are my things. They weren't really my things. They were my friends' things.
Dude,
because obviously
smart.
my backpack was mine.
Hell
The vape
yeah,
was
man.
Inside of it. I went up to the office.
I don't condone this,
with
but
the supervisor, and then I
smart.
walked into the vice principal's
Really
office,
smart.
and she was telling me that I got reported for vaping and that she needed to pat me down and to look into my stuff and everything to make sure if I had the vape or not. So obviously, since this was not my backpack, there was no vape inside.
Scot-free.
And she got suspicious and asked me to tell her the truth, where is the vape? And I told her it's in the classroom, and I told her it was in the backpack.
What are you doing?
And then they brought my friend up, and
You should have said, I don't know what you're talking about.
There's
no vape.
confessed to saying that my backpack was the one that she had in the backpack I brought up to the office was not my backpack. And that's when the vice principal got really mad and started saying, I cannot trust you anymore. You really disobeyed me. You really lied to me. I'm not able to trust you anymore. So then that's when my friend left, and I was in the office still, and she was saying she's gonna have to email my parents and tell them that they had to come pick me up because I got suspended. So then when I got in the car, I was crying, obviously, and my brother was just ranting at me. And I got home, and I got my phone taken away. I got grounded for the whole summer. Just stayed in my house doing nothing. and no phones, so I was just pretty much sitting on the couch drawing or doing whatever, and that definitely taught me a lesson to not bring a vape to school anymore. And yeah, don't.
All right, you had my respect, and then you lost it. Some of you guys are saying, what? She shouldn't have lied? I'm saying if she didn't want to get in trouble, and if she didn't want to lose the principal's trust, which, to be honest, doesn't mean dilly squat to me, she should just kept her mouth shut and say, yeah, I don't have a vape. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know who told you that lie, but you checked my bag, you frisked me, there is no vape. At that point, what do? They either call, because she said she was in the bathroom with her friend, so they would have called her other friend over and brought her and her bag, which there would be nothing of since she left it in the guy's bag, and they would have gotten out scot-free if she would have just kept at it with yeah, it's not, I don't have a vape, I never brought one, I don't know what's going on, what the heck. You would have gotten away scot-free. And obviously I'm not saying, hey, bring a vape to class and take a hit while no one's looking. But, well, that has happened a lot in class, if I'm being honest. In so many classes, if I'm being completely honest. Every other class. Man. And that girl who said that was her friend, clearly she wasn't your friend, or otherwise she wouldn't have snitched on you. Now, I know what you guys are thinking, like, Jerry Bear, didn't you, like, snitch on any of the other classmates that had a vape? No, because honestly, I did not care. Them vaping did not affect me or the work that they were doing. It's just something that they needed to take a little edge off with nicotine high, and just, I never saw it as a problem. And schools back then used to have a smoke. I don't know how long ago, what was it, I don't know how long ago, but I remember in my high school, they specifically said that they had a smoking corner back then that they took out. So at a point, it was okay to smoke in high school. Honestly, if that were me in that situation, just keep quiet. I was normally the quiet kid and never got into trouble. So the principal would have just believed me, like, yeah, you don't seem like the kind of guy that vaped. Mainly because I was. I didn't see the point of it. And some of my friends, they had vapes. Sometimes we'd go to the bathroom before school or after school, or sometimes during passing periods if they were feeling brave enough to take a hit of the vape. And sometimes they'd ask me, hey man, you want a hit? I'm like, nah, it's cool. Just, I honestly didn't care. Oh, there was one time where one of my classmates almost got caught with a vape. Someone snitched on him, and one of the vice principals, or like one of the teachers who roamed the halls, they asked him like, hey, what I'm gonna call him Steven. Hey Steven, Steven's not his real name. Hey Steven, get over here. I have to pat you down because I've heard that you had a vape. And he did, but he didn't want to get caught and suspended and go through what this girl went through, so he hid the vape under his coin purse. You know what, forget it, I'm just going to say, he hid it under his balls. Under his balls. That's where he hid his vape. And he got off scot-free. Okay, I feel like I have to say some wise words at the end. If you don't vape and someone's peer pressuring you to do it, just don't do it. It's completely stupid. And if you do vape, well then, try not to get caught. Because I know some of you may listen to this, well, yeah, so many people told me to stop, but I just don't want to, or I can't, because, it's addicting, or something like that. Find a better way to hide it. Seriously. I mean, maybe during halls? Like, when there's, like, a crowd, I mean, like, you just, like, secretly take a hit, blow it up in the air, or down in the air, maybe into your shirt, and just keep on walking. Because honestly, you're lost in a crowd of students. And what are they going to do? Stop every student there and pat them down? Let me be honest here. That is a pretty just extreme move right there. Doing so would mainly just piss off the teachers. And if you want to piss off your teachers, then go right ahead and do it. But it's a really ballsy move to do something like that. So yeah, if you have to take a hit of a Juul, just make sure there's no teachers around, do it in the bathroom, or what some of the students called the jewel room, which was so stupid. Or just do it in your car during lunch, or just before school or after school, or just find a secluded corner. Yeah. Oh, and obviously stake out, because that is most important. Take a couple looks around, take a quick hit, and just yeah. I know some of you guys saying, Jerry, you're not being that great of a role model. I'm just being realistic. So, yeah. If you guys enjoyed the video, I'll leave a link to it in the description down below, as always. If you have any reaction requests, feel free to leave it down in the comment section below. And yeah, later.